Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm your host for today's review of Tenet, and I'm FD for Sage5.tv, bringing you a DYOR review using our own DYOR review toolkit. So, if you've been following our channel, you know we've been stating from the beginning of last year that we believe derivatives are going to be one of the key narratives come the next bull run, especially now that we've got a variety of institutions joining the space. This could be the light that lights up the fire. What do you think, guys? Derivatives, you think that's a narrative that will catch on the run up to the next bull run? Again, let us know in the comment section. And if you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing to our channel. We would like to grow the channel slowly. We're getting there. Anyway, so Tenet, what is it? Tenet is an EVM compatible layer 1 blockchain bringing liquidity and yield opportunities to liquid staked derivatives, also referred to as LSDs, by using them as collateral for network validators through diversified proof of stake or DRPOS. Staking providers active on the Tenet network can issue a TLSD or Tenet liquid staking derivative, which represents LSD staked to network validators. Tenet employs VE tokenomics at the chain level to direct emission from block rewards and other decentralized application user incentives. Users locking the Tenet asset within the mechanism will receive yield from protocols deployed across the ecosystem. For those not in the know, liquid staking derivatives, which we will refer to in this video as LSDs, are tokenized representations of staked assets. Just like any other financial derivative, they represent the value of an underlying staked asset and any rewards that such an asset is accrued. At the time of recording, Tenet blockchain was still in mainnet beta, with the mainnet penciled in for some time in Q3, which is this current quarter. Now, let's jump on to some of Tenet's value proposition. First of all, the problem that Tenet are trying to solve, there is a problem with current DeFi primitives when it comes to value extraction, and Tenet is proposing solutions to solve such difficulties through the following. Majority of DeFi primitives of today tend to operate in ways that are extremely risky, as evidenced by the billions of dollars lost to DeFi hacks in recent years. Tenet claims to be the most secure blockchain ever created, as it utilizes the diversified proof of stake verification using liquid staking derivative of major blockchain networks to participate in transaction validation. This makes Tenet harder to break than the combined strength of, say, Ethereum, BNB Chain, Matic, Polkadot, and the rest of them. Tenet is attempting to unlock liquidity safely in order to increase investor yield. This is achieved through liquid LSDs or LLSDs that can be utilized within Tenet's own ecosystem, all powered by VE Tenet. For example, borrowing LSDC to earn additional yield while still staking rewards from the underlying asset. Tenet's diversified proof of stake brings all the benefits of proof of stake systems, such as increased scalability and reduced transaction fees, but also introduces enhanced security. Tenet's diversified proof of stake framework facilitates ecosystem and economic activity exclusivity, as it allows validation and delegation through a variety of assets. Tenet's LSDC is the first of its kind for stablecoins supported by a basket of various crypto assets. Tenet's EVA wallet empowers retail investors with simple yield optimization strategies executable without leaving the wallet. Moving on to some of the products and services on offer from Tenet, there is liquid staking. We also have the LSDC, where the users stake their LSDs to Tenet network validators in order to secure the network. A user can then borrow LSDC at 0% interest against their staked assets. The LSDC could also be deployed across the Tenet ecosystem through staking into the stability module in order to earn more yield in the form of liquidations within the Lucidity system. The Tenet DEX is another product on offer, and it is a native decentralized exchange that provides deep liquidity for staked derivatives. Native gauges enable VTenet holders to accrue fees from all aspects of the Tenet ecosystem. Tenet also has its own native crypto wallet, which is multi-chain, non-custodial, and is easy to use for non-crypto people. Tenet attempts to remove the pinch points to mass adoption as follows. Key management is replaced with bio-authentication on par with traditional banking apps, which makes it a seamless experience. It introduces artificial intelligence through the conversion of voice and text commands into on-chain actions, thereby reducing the learning curve for new crypto entrants. Tenet also simplifies the fiat rails to make crypto-fiat interaction seamless. Developers can also build third-party decentralized applications secured by Tenet's governance and benefiting from gauge rewards. Now, as part of our review, as usual, we are going to apply our 13 elements, which include decentralization, security, scaling, interoperability, the project team, age of the project use cases, the project team, as well as the token tokenomics and social media presence via Discord and via Twitter. Starting with decentralization, Tenet utilizes a diversified proof of stake which uses a basket of crypto assets to validate transactions. Anyone can use the Tenet protocol, including those users from third-party chains holding supported assets. Onto security then. With traditional proof of stake consensus mechanisms, attacks on a single staked asset can weaken the network's security, but with Tenet's diversified proof of stake mechanism, staked positions on major assets are used for validation, making it more expensive for any potential attackers to succeed. With such shared market strength and difficulty of mass control of a robust basket of crypto assets, any attacker will need a significant market share in all the assets that are supported within the Tenet ecosystem. So I think that's a very clever way of securing the blockchain network. This is because LSDs can be used to create economic alliances between chains, resulting in a mutually beneficial relationship for all participants. As far as scaling is concerned, Tenet supports a variety of assets including Ethereum, Cosmos' Atom, Solana's Sol, BNB, ADA, Matic, DOT, that are all relatively scalable blockchain networks. Onto interoperability now. Tenet's LSDs are available for major assets such as Ethereum, BNB, Atom, Sol, ADA, among others, and these facilitate network security thanks to Tenet's diversified proof of stake consensus mechanism. The Tenet basket of validation assets uses proof of stake assets, which means LSDs from other protocols such as Lido and Rocket Pool alongside centralized players such as Coinbase and Binance can also be supported on Tenet. Wow, you can bring your liquidity stake derivatives from other chains and stake them on Tenet. That is quite some powerful stuff. That is interoperability there. Onto the project team. Tenet is the brainchild of former executives from Anchor and Black Diamond. The two founders are Greg Gopman, who is the CEO, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, and Dan Peterson, who is the Chief Operating Officer or COO. With no details on the rest of the team available, there is, however, information of their advisors. I think there are 4 or 5 advisors. Onto some social media presence then. On Twitter, Tenet boasts just over 134,300 Twitter followers, as well as just over 1,000 Discord members. Project use cases: ticker symbol Tenet, T-E-N-E-T. Tenet holders can lock their tokens to receive VTenet, which enables them to vote on Tenet's native gauge. Gauge voting determines the distribution of rewards to validators and DeFi users. That's governance there. Tenet's EVA wallet is an on-chain wallet, which means it supports a variety of tokens and coins. And Tenet's LSDC can be minted and used as a store of value. LSDC is Tenet's stablecoin, so it's liquid stake derivative dollar coin. Now on to tokenomics for Tenet. To understand some of the fundamental tokenomics behind Tenet's model, we need to look at Tenet's revenue streams. Tenet prominently generates fees through gas and fees throughout its native ecosystem. The foundation also generates income by holding all Tenet as VE Tenet, allowing it to generate income from the following streams without selling tokens: a token of network transaction fees, fees on any revenues earned by LSDCs in the Tenet ecosystem, fees from the borrowing and redemption of LSDC, which is the Tenet native stablecoin, fees from Tenet native lending market and DEX. Revenue will also be generated from fees within the EVA wallet, for example, through a small spread on swaps, ZAPs, and Tenet's yield optimizer products. Now, the ticker symbol for Tenet is Tenet, T-E-N-E-T. Token supply 1.2 billion. Circulating supply 118.8 million or 10%. Token distribution, block rewards 30%, staked liquidity, market makers and incentives 20%, team allocation 10%, grants and ecosystem development 10%, marketing, acquisition and partnerships 8%, public sales 6.5%, partners and advisors 6%, reserves 6%, key opinion leaders 3.5%. According to our own review of Tenet's breakdown or token allocation or distribution, insider token allocation amounts to 43.5%, which just comes shy of our maximum threshold when the matrix go above a certain figure. I think it's about 45. Anything above 45, we issue 0 automatically. So Tenet just falls under that. Now, as part of our DYO, our risk evaluation, like I intimated earlier, we are going to be scoring 13 elements that we've reviewed as part of our DYO, our risk evaluation for Tenet. A quick rundown of the 13 elements is as follows. You've got decentralization, security, interoperability, scaling, the project team, social media presence via Twitter and via Discord, age of the project, project use cases, tokens issued at project launch, tokens in circulation at the point of recording, maximum tokens available, and insider token allocation. So here are the scores we've allocated to Tenet. Decentralization, 5 points out of 10. On security, 7.5 points. Scaling, 7.5 points. Interoperability, 10 points out of 10. Project team, 2.5 points. Social media presence via Twitter, 7.5 points. Social media presence via Discord, 2.5 points out of 10. Age of the project, 2.5 points. Project use cases, 10 points out of 10. Tokens issued at project launch, 2.5 points. Tokens in circulation at the point of recording, 2.5 points. Maximum tokens available, 5 points out of 10. And insider token allocation, 2.5 points. So those are the scores we've allocated to Tenet. Do you guys agree with those scores? Let us know in the comment section. And if it is your first time to visit our channel, please consider subscribing to our channel. We would like to grow the channel. And if you don't mind, click that like button so the video could be shown to a wider audience. We want to spread the word and the knowledge on Tenet. So those are the scores we've allocated to Tenet, and the aggregate score comes up to 67.5 points out of 130. Do you guys agree with that aggregate score? And if we look at our risk chart, Tenet comes under the could go to zero category. Guys, do you think Tenet could possibly go to zero? Let us know in the comment section. For me, when I jumped into Tenet, I had no idea where it will fall, but at the back of my mind, I was thinking Tenet is a decent project. It could be a project we will be investing in at some point. When we wait for certain price brackets or price points to be hit, and then we make a move. Do you hold Tenet? Let us know in the comment section. And do you, like us, believe that the crypto derivative narrative is going to have its own day under the sun on the run up to the next bull run or during the next bull run? If you believe so, let us know in the comment section. Until next time, guys, I'm your host, FD for safe.tv. Until the next video, bye for now.